everyone. It's Sunday night. It's a little past 6 o'clock, and I've been missing for a couple weeks. I know. Uh, I've had things doing happening at 6 o'clock on a Sunday. Imagine that. Imagine that. How are you? How is your heart and soul? How is everything in your world? Um, let's see, what has happened to me since last time you saw me? Oh, I had a birthday. That was real great. Um, Finished up some big projects. The rewrite is going, and I've got a great group going through that. And let's see, been facilitating and coaching my little butt off and have been having a great time. 2022 has been great so far for me. I hope it has been for you as well. And not great in the sense of like a ton of work going on or anything. I think I've made the word play my word last year, and I didn't do a damn thing about it. And this year I'm trying to make it more of my focus. So I'm a slow starter, while it was important for me last year and I didn't seem to do it. I was telling some people last year felt very much like I was like working the soil for work. And I was like doing a lot of backbreaking labor, it felt like, to plant the seeds and till the soil and all that. So I'm hoping this year feels a little bit lighter. And to that end, I started a group coaching program for the first time with the rewrite, and we're 3 sessions in, and I have just such an amazing group of people that I get to work with. That has been a game changer for me. I love working within groups, and the group that I have is just an amazing group of people. And I mean, it's a high bar. So if I do this again, I'm sure I will. The bar has been set with these people who have come in and joined me to do this. And, one of the interesting things about it is so few people will really consciously go in and rewrite their old stories. And someone in the group had sent me a video, and I thought it was so interesting. She goes, should I post this in the group? And I said, absolutely. And it was a video of a talk. This guy was doing a talk, and he was asking the group, how much do you think this weighs? And he was holding a glass of water. How much do you think this weighs? The group was answering, their questions of how much they thought the glass of water weighed. And then he said, the actual weight of it really doesn't matter. It's how long we hold on to it. So if you're just picking up the glass and putting it on the table, it doesn't weigh that much. It doesn't really matter. But if I hold on to this for, let's say you ask me to hold on to it for 10 minutes, well, the weight of it is going to start feeling really heavy, especially if I feel like I can't set it down. And if I have to hold on to it for, a few hours, then my arm is going to start cramping up. And if I have to hold on to this for a few days, everything is going to cramp up, and there's going to be severe pain, and I might actually start having damage. And even though this isn't that heavy, but isn't that like our stories, right? If we have an experience of a story coming in, we create this story. If we kind of see the thought and let the thought go, well, there's not a lot of pain in that. Like, we just observe that thought coming in, and we set the thought down on the table, and we go about our merry business. But the reality is, for most of us, we get a thought that then leads into a sentence, a paragraph, and it creates a whole story for us. And we believe that story to be true, so much so that we can't put the story down. And when we can't put the story down, that causes us long-term pain and suffering. And we forget that, first of all, that we can put the story down. We get so tied up to it, and we think it's true. We think it's who we are. We can't see ourselves in any other way. We believe so tightly that story is who we are, that we can't set it down. And we also forget that we made up the damn thing. Like, we made up that story. It was one of our first thoughts. We didn't double check it. We didn't rewrite it. So this first thought that came in, we're like, well, this is the only perspective I can possibly see, so it has to be truth. Well, my goodness, we're seeing so many variances of truth nowadays in our news. We have to see that there is other ways, or there are other ways to tell our stories, no matter what our story is. And so that's the work that we're doing in the rewrite. And man, is it phenomenal work. that I get to do with them, and how brave they are and how willingness they are to share their old stories, and think about what's a new way that I want to tell this. How do I become the hero in my story instead of the victim? How do I look at the things that I've gone through and the experiences? How do I look at them a different way so I can have a different outcome? Anyway, that's one thing I'm super excited about right now, is working with those folks and seeing what will happen if they're able to put the glass down. What will happen if they're able to recognize that that story does not define them? In fact, it is no definition of them. What would happen if we could let go of all of our stories and realize that we're creating ourselves in this moment? The past is the past, the future is yet to be. So right now is the choice of who do I want to be in this moment, in this relationship, in this career, in this social circle. Who do I want to be right now? And every moment is a choice. And when you start making different choices that lead to a different future, then you can start looking back and you're able to tell a really different story about your past as well. Oh my gosh. Listen, I could talk about this forever. It's such an exciting topic, but I haven't been here on Sunday Night Live for a while. I thought I would just pop in and share with you what we're working on. And if it is at all appealing to you, feel free to reach out to me and find out more about the rewrite. I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.